Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of A Walk with God show. This is the day the Lord has made, and I am glad to be part of this day, and I know you are as well. How are you all doing? I hope you guys had a great day. I hope you had a fun day. Personally, I didn't, but hey, being here is a blessing, and so I am grateful to God. Today, we are starting a new series on marriage and relationship. If you have been following through, we ended our series on external forces that affect our relationship with God. I learned a lot from that series, and I'm sure you did as well. I have here in the studios a great man of God and a woman of God, full of the knowledge of the Word of God. If you are just joining us, don't leave. Stay tuned. We're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, I'm going to introduce them and we'll dive right into the fundamentals of marriage and relationship. See ya. If you just joined us, don't forget to like our page. Don't forget to share, invite your friends, invite your loved ones, invite your family. If you want to know more about how to walk through relationship with God, and if you want to get better as a Christian, don't leave, stay with me, and we will get right into it. I have here with me Pastor Esmond. Hello, Pastor. Welcome to the
Hello,
Walk with God show.
it's a pleasure.
Thank you for coming. And I also have here with me Pastor Linda. Welcome, Mommy.
Welcome.
Thank you
Grateful.
so much for being here. I'm so happy.
I'm happy to see you too.
Thank you. So we're gonna start a series on relationship and marriage, and today we're gonna discuss about the fundamentals of marriage and relationship. Mommy, if we say a relationship, because we hear this word a lot, a lot of people say relationship, relationship. If we say a relationship, what is a relationship?
Okay, thank you very much for this question. If I would say relationship could be by blood, relationship could be by society, relationship could be between two groups or two nations, or relationship could be an understanding between a man and a woman. That is what we call romantic relationship. So if you ask a question about what relationship is all about, that means relationship is what comes between the connection between two people, either male or female, either in the same gender or a different gender. You understand me? So that is what relationship is all about.
Pastor Esmond.
Yeah, I'll just say exactly what she said. Relationship is between two people. It can even be a person and his environment. It could be between objects. It's just a special connection between two people or maybe objects. It could be anything,
Okay, so
especially. Yeah.
a relationship, Mommy made mention that a relationship between a man and a woman is a romantic relationship,
Relationship.
and we do have the family relationship as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
And so if I say romantic relationship and courtship, is there a difference between the two, between romantic relationship and courtship?
So when I hear the word romantic relationship, it's like a special connection between the man and the woman where they have like mutual, like I say, feelings for each other, and they just want to, start and build something.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it goes to end in marriage, not every relationship ends in marriage. Let me put it that way. But there has to be a mutual connection, a mutual agreement, and a purpose, and a reason. It could be just for pleasure. It could be for something mega in the future. But the relationship is just the coming together of two people mutually, intimately to seek for something else. Another step.
Okay, to seek for something else, and it has to be a mutual
It has
agreement,
to be a mutual
right?
agreement. Yeah.
That's correct. And so if we look at a man and a woman who wants to get married, they start off with a relationship, like what we call dating,
Mhm.
Mhm.
what we call dating. And so, what are some of the things that, as a woman, if a man approaches you and tells you that I want to be in a relationship with you or profess love to you, what are some of the things that you should look out for in a man to agree to be in a relationship with a man?
I know if a mom want to start. If not, then I'll just.
Okay,
Mommy,
you can start.
no, mommy, let's
Yeah, I would.
go.
I would.
Okay, okay. If I was, what are the things that a woman should look out in a man? I will tell you that every woman, it's not specifically what a woman is going to look out. It's not one thing that every woman should look at. Every woman has a taste. Every woman has a dream. Every woman has an ambition. So I'll first of all pick up the taste. You have your lifestyle, right? So before a man will approach you, the man coming to you yourself. No, we got this perception. We see men and we just brush them off. It's not the way that a man will see a woman and then get attracted to. Well, the Bible says that right from the beginning, when God created man, He said it's not good for you to be alone. I'm going to make a helpmate unto you. And then when God put sleep on the man, but when He created Eve, the woman, and Adam got up, the perception, that's what the eyes saw. The first thing was the taste of the eye. Adam saw Eve and he said, wow, this is the bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. At that time, God has not even told him, I have taken her out of your ribs. But he himself confessed that this is the bone of my bone and then flesh of my flesh. So man's perception of seeing a woman is different. A woman cannot see a man and just fall in love with a man. It's not obvious. It's like something else, right? It's something weird for a woman to just see. But women, what the man tells you, your first thing, the first word that the man comes to whisper in your ear is what gets a woman on the go.
Right.
And it differs from every woman. I can tell you what maybe that is, it's different. If I tell you that this is what my husband told me for me to accept it, you say, why will he tell you this and then for you to accept? And you also be weird to me. So why just that, it's different from every woman. So what women hear is what makes us fall in love with something. So it's not a perception of the sight only, but what we hear, we use our senses of hearing that makes us get to know that this is what we want, not what we see before we even come to the physical appearance of the man.
That's true.
Wow, that was awesome. So women pay more attention to what they hear, but men also go with the sight.
Yeah.
I just want to recall what she said. When Adam saw Eve, he said, wow, this is the bone of my bone. But one thing about men, that brings me to a question. You see someone right there, you have special feelings for, but at that point, I don't think it's love yet.
Yeah.
At that point, it's not love.
Yeah.
But one thing about we are Christians.
Affection. I would call it
You just see the person like, wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Samson said the same thing. His dad was like, don't go marry among the Philistines. He was like, no, I've seen a lady from the country of the Philistines and she pleased me well. Go and get her for me. And then they're like, nope, that is what I want. So men are moved by sight. That was just our mom said. That was awesome. Men are moved by sight.
And it's
but
not love from the beginning.
it is not love at first sight. Nah, to be honest, it is not. Maybe it's attraction, affection. That is awesome
You
word.
have some men are attracted to like breasts and
physical features.
Yeah, that
brings me to it.
That is it. So that is what I was saying, that the men see what they want to see. But for the women, it is now the way you talk or even the way you approach her. Hello. The word hello itself. This guy is a gentleman. Before he just looks at your appearance, the word just enters before she starts to use the perception of the eye to see who you are and the way maybe you are dressed. You understand? So every man approaches a woman and then the woman just, have to just tilt the head a little bit before, try to use the sense of the eyes. So that is it. So it is how God, the difference between a man and a woman. So it's not what we see or a man sees right from the beginning. We all have our taste. That's why I said earlier that we all have our taste.
True.
You understand me? Yes. Even when it comes to women, for us to accept a man that, really this one, the one I want to spend the rest of my life with, is that you knowing that, the way he dresses,
Wow.
Apart from what he told you, now that you are coming to assess the man, so you see the physical features of the man.
That is where the problem is.
That is it. That is where. That is it. Because some women want the men with the six packs
and height.
No, that
to
is
be honest,
it. That is
Mommy,
it.
I'm not gonna cut you off, but I was preaching about this same message last week, and I was very particular about because certain things are going on, relationship are not working, even Christian relationship are not working. And the question was why. So I was talking to this group of youth and the whole church, and I was asking them, what is your standard? What do you see in a man? And it will shock you that most of them, even though they know about God fearing and all that, they want a man who has specific like qualities and something they want. Like he has to be 6 feet. So I asked one of them, like, okay, the fact that he's 6 feet, he has all the money, but he's abusive. What would you do? and he has all the cars, like he has everything, but he's abusive, he's very rude, what would you do? Most of them said they were still going to end up with them and they're going to try to change them. So that is when I'm like, then we have a problem. Right now, it looks as if the world is going to a point that people don't even care about moral things. We don't care about Christian values. The men will look at their hips. One lady, she's a woman of God. She told me that right now the men don't even look at us. We, the people in the church who are righteous and praying for husband, the men don't look at us. They prefer the ladies with the big thighs and the hips, whether she is a Christian or not. These men will see it and go for it.
So the men are influencing our way of dressing.
So I'm just trying to say that the standard is right now, it's just changing. But we have to bring it back to the Bible and bring it back to Christianity. Like, because right now, standard is changing. Right now, you can meet someone right there, ask the person. You can meet maybe three people, ask them, what do they want in a man? What do they want in a woman? And trust me, the answer you get, maybe none of them will even mention about God-fearing and being kind and this. They want things. Someone told me, I want someone who is rich. Whether he's rich and abusive, I'll still go for him. And I'm like, wow. So I don't know. This is very interesting. I hope we get there.
Bringing the standards back, and so which means that we have to set boundaries as Christian youth as to what we want in a man and what we will look for in a man. If we want to marry a man in Christ, so what are some of the boundaries that we should set as youths to choose our life partner?
First of all, we have to know Romans 12 verse 1, 2. Verse 2, it will tell you that do not conform to this world, but be transformed by renewing of your mind. There are certain standards in this world which looks pleasing, which looks attractive, and everyone goes for it. They I don't know, like everyone is just pushing the mass of the people, or the many people are going through that direction, but it does not make it right. So the first question you ask yourself, I'm going to get married to this person. I'm going to get in a relationship with this person. Will this please God? Who is this person? Does this person have a relationship? Unless you're not a Christian. If you're not a Christian, then you don't need to ask all these questions. But if we are going to go the Christian way, that is the first step. That is the number one most important step. If you skip it, then there will be a problem. I don't know if our mom wants to add something to it.
Yeah, that is I would say you ask for the will of God.
Yeah.
In everything, as our pastor said, you have to ask for the will of God. What I'm going to take, does it pleases God?
Right.
Ask God, is it your will for me to go into this relationship? Is it your will? God, give me a sign. No, Gideon asked for a sign. Even when he got it for the first time, he said, no, I don't think this is for me. Maybe somebody just came from behind as I was talking to him, yes, who came to pour water on the mat. Now I'm turning it up. Let the mat be dry, but rather the grounds be wet. You understand me? So sometimes we need to ask for directions on what we are going to pick. We have our values, but ask yourself, does it please God? And there's also part of the boundaries. He should be a God-fearing man. He should be somebody, not just a church goer. We have church goers and we have God-fearing man. If he's God-fearing, that is when he knows that, oh, this is what I'm not supposed to do, because doing it is going to hinder my prayers. If I do this to her, it's going to hinder my prayers. I'm going to become an enemy to God. That means he knows and understands the word of God. He's not going to do you any harm, irrespective of whatever it is. And he's also going to respect your values and your good aims. And marriage is not like a prison.
Right.
But it's now tend to be like we get into marriage and women have no say. And that is what the world is now capitalizing on, and then making it known as if that, no, I know my right, I know my right. But that is not how the Bible also said it. The Bible says that the men should love their wife. He knew that love is what is going to lack in the in man's love. Life in marriage. So he just hinted and said, you the man, love your wife. And he knew that we women, we are so proud. You understand? So pride is what is going to cause us some problem. So therefore, you the woman, submit yourself.
Wow.
So in the knowledge of God, you see how God made it. He knew that it is difficult for a man to love the wife. For women, we have that heart. Seeing somebody we are just touched by, seeing somebody falling, they just we trust easily. We do so for love. We are number one. But he said that is why I said from the beginning, as the perception of Adam saying, "Wow, this is the bone of my bone," doesn't mean that Adam loved her. You understand me? It doesn't mean he liked what he saw. So before then, he liked what he saw. What he saw was what attracted Eve to him. Before even getting closer to Eve. The first attraction before getting closer to her. So getting closer to her, if not for God, his intention for them to live together, Adam will have left Eve when he went to take the fruit. When God came in to accuse them. Although, if you remember, if you love somebody, I don't think you can easily disown the fellow in the presence of a judge, of anybody who is coming to take. You will try to cover up. That is why any child goes out to do a thing outside there. He knows that when I run to my mom, when people at the mob are coming against me, my mom is going to cover me with a shield. Before even asking what I did.
That is very
so
deep.
that you understand me.
Right.
So we would the Adam rather disowned Eve out from the heart. He said the woman, he had rather accused God. He said the woman
Gave me.
I never asked for it.
Uh-huh.
I fell asleep and I woke up and somebody was standing in front of me. I just felt attracted to the fellow and I took it.
Wow.
Wow.
You gave it to me. Just as you gave everything to me, that I should name them. I named everything. And that also you gave me the power and I named her. You understand me? So it is you who gave it to me. Everything, I never asked for it. That was why God gave the punishment unto mother. Before you eat out of your sweat. Because I gave you the land for free. You named the land. You named every tree. You named everything.
Wow.
But now you are telling me because I gave it to you. Then because you will also eat, you have to sweat for it.
Powerful.
Wow, that was deep.
But you know, Mommy made mention of submission. Should we submit to the man the beginning of the relationship?
Submission is very important. When we say submission, that doesn't mean, that's why I say
be
that's
a slave or
being a
something.
slave to the man. That doesn't mean you see something you are not able to talk about. That doesn't mean because I'm so, no, that is what bring the abuse. And then the men are born with ego.
That's true.
Wow. Men are born with that ego. And that ego does not let them love.
Okay.
So for a man to fall deeply in love with a woman is something else. So that was what I was coming about. That when God questioned Adam, it's when he realized that if I have to go and tilt the land before I eat out of my sweat, when I come home, I'll be having body pains. When I come back,
someone to
I need
massage.
somebody to massage me. I need somebody to give me food. I need somebody to encourage me. So that was when the development of the love came. So he said, leave my land. He said, come, let's go. He took the wife.
Let's go.
But at that moment, after disowning Eve to God, he had every right to tell him that, okay, you say I should leave. You created me alone, so
I'm going alone.
But take your woman and then you
Right, take your woman.
and then you could give the woman warning, don't follow me. If not for you, I'll be enjoying. When you were not there, I was enjoying. But he never did that. Rather, when God said you would, that thing just entered. Hey, what did I do? What did I tell God?
Bone of my bone.
Take the bone of my bone. My rib is empty without hair. So if I go and the other one is broken, how will I survive? Okay, then. If I have to go and touch the land, let's go. So he took the wife along. You understand me? Right. So that is it. So being submissive and Eve also submitted. He didn't say that, oh, because you disown me, I'm not going. Go your way, let me also go my way. But he also got to know that there was an enemy somewhere, and he needed a structure. He needed a strength to fight that enemy for. And for the prophecy that God has given her that day, that your seed will bruise the head of the snake, will come through. It will come through the man. You understand? Because the man, without the man, how will I get the seed? Without the man, how will I get the seed? That's why I also need the man. So why would I humble myself and follow him?
Follow him.
So right from the beginning, there was submission. So he followed him. And that is where we all came in. You understand me? So being submissive to a man does not mean you have no say, but the way you present it. The way you present that is why communication is very much important in relationship. And it's the number one fundamental.
Communication is the number one key, guys. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that was very deep. I just want to add a little bit to what Aman said. One thing is like relationship might not be perfect. Sometimes there will be stumbling blocks.
Yeah.
But you need to come back up, just like Adam. He realized that no, this is not right. Took the wife, and you know what? It's just me and you.
You and me. Let's go.
Right? So many relationships, they start from the maybe honeymoon period when things are sweet and honey, and they get to a place when the storms come and they're like, you know what? I'm better off being single. I'm better off without you. When you came to my life, nothing is working for me. If we can look beyond that, there is also a stability and there's also pleasure and there's also happiness. So most relationships get stuck once the storm hit, but we have to look beyond that.
And so, man of God, some of we the young singles, I'm taking it from, like the romantic relationship aspect. we knowing the man from the first time. Some women go to the men's house to wash for them, to show their submission. They, they cook for them and all of that. They shop for them. Some do when they don't have what they need themselves. They think about their man. They want to shop for them. They want their man to look good. They want their friends to see the man and be like, yo, that's my man. So those things, do you think it's necessary?
It is not. One thing I realize is that men see women as a trophy, right? And it's like they're trying to be adventurous. They're trying to work hard to get it. If you make it easily available, have it. What else? So like to be honest, men are more attracted to women. Someone told me men like women that don't even like them, and they're trying to force themselves to get it.
Yeah.
And once you get it, it's like some sense of achievement. They feel like, yes, this is an accomplishment. Like I have this now, and they're going to cherish you and love you. But if you are readily available, trust me, the man will be having two ways about you. So to be honest, I not when you just met the person you did. Come on, why? Don't make yourself too easy for that. Women are supposed to be precious. Women like treasures. The man has to come find. The man has to dig. The man has to, go through all the necessary processes. See the family, do whatever it takes to get you, and get you lawfully and legally.
All right. So women, hold on to your pride. Let the men suffer to come for you. Don't give it to them cheaply. If you just joined us, we are discussing the fundamentals of marriage and relationship. If you haven't shared this video, don't forget to do that. Like and leave all your comments. I'm going to read everybody's comments. If you have every question, leave them in the comment section. I'll make sure they answer every question before they leave. Mommy, we've been talking a lot about relationship. Let's look at dating. Personally, I want to understand what dating is. If we say dating, what is dating?
Dating is a form of courtship, consisting of social activities done by the couple, either alone or with people. That is dating. So you should know that when we say courtship, it's also it has a little bit, difference between it. For you dating somebody, it's like being, I will relate it to being intimate friends.
Okay.
Well, our being close friends. You understand me? You take the fellow, you like everything about the fellow, you like to move out, whatever.
You've not accepted the proposal.
That aspect, well, I will call it courtship.
Okay.
If you date a man, so that's what we the youth are now getting confused between courtship. We need to understand.
Right.
For instance, you are here with Pastor, you are moving out, you are friends, wherever you go. Oh, I have a program here. Will you like to go with me? That is why the socially comes in, either alone or with people. That is that is dating. You people having intimate or having close relationship for each other. That any place that you want to go, you go with a person, and that is what sometimes we pastors that are not married, get problems with. You understand me? Because you like the lady to be around you just to shun other men or other women off, but you don't have the intention of marrying her. And it's a problem for the woman also, because anybody seeing you moving with a pastor thinks the pastor is going to marry you. So when you are there, you are not being married, or it's like a celebrity moving with one lady. Everywhere he or she goes, they are moving all over. And then later on, people get to know that, the man or the woman left this person and then goes to marry another person. Oh, why did that mean the lady is not good? It becomes a tag without them listening to the side of your story. So if you know you are going to work with somebody in and out for everybody around you to see, that means you have to accept the fellow that you are moving with.
Oh, okay.
The man or the woman should accept. If not, you can form yourself some group. Not necessarily that you and two men, one woman, or two women, one man, but form yourself some group that will understand yourselves. That anything that we do, we're going to do together. Anything we are doing together. But you at the back of your mind, maybe you are studying at the back of the mind of the man or the woman, you are studying each other. So you could see that sometimes during your youth services and you could see one or two guys within as a lady that you think, if this guy comes to propose to me, I will accept. If this guy comes this guy comes, I have eyes for these three guys. At least the way they dress, the way they move, the way they talk, they are so vibrant, the way they are able to, their Christian life and start. I would like to be with somebody like that. And this time I think you call it what crush. It's your crush or whatever it is now. you know. So you have it at the back of your mind. But as a woman, you can't just go alter to a man that I'm in love with you.
Okay.
You understand? That is when you drop your price.
Crown.
You drop you lay your crown just anywhere. You just threw it away. So irrespective of even the man having it at the back of the mind that he was also in love with you, you going out to voice and say, this woman is so cheap. That means nobody has ever gone. That is why she's not trying to come in. So he will never value you in the life.
That's deep.
So
a question just dropped into my spirit. So when you are dating someone, right? Do you have to involve parents? Do you have to involve family?
I was gonna ask that.
Oh, okay. Then I will set it go. Do we? Because if we are dating and we're not on the level that we think that we might get married, right? We don't even know yet, right? It's unpredictable. So do we have to involve parents?
Personally, I feel like
yes. I would say yes. I would say you have to let your parents know who your friends are. It's very important. That is when you are not home at a particular time. Your mom or your dad knows that very reliable. That I know it's with Ajua or Kwesi. I know Helena is not in home. He might be with Esmond down there. You understand me? Even when you have not told them. So they know that you people are moving out here and there. Until you can, parents not perceive. And if your relationship moving up and down will work, your mother or your father will tell you. From the initial stage, maybe they will just watch the two of you and they'll not say a word to you. But the moment you come in to say, mommy, now I'm now courting with Kwesi or Kwejo, with Desmond or anybody, that's when your mother is coming to bring the view. It's not good for you.
Wow.
African parents going to an African mother and telling her that, mommy, I have a crush on this guy, or I'm studying this guy to see, or let's say a woman, I'm studying this woman to see if we can end up dating. Do you think that you might end up
boyfriend
comfortably in that house that day?
Boyfriend.
Oh yes. For a woman to tell, it's not as a mother, I'll put myself in the shoe because I've also got daughters. I will not feel comfortable, but I will not show to my daughter.
Okay.
Wow.
You understand me? The first thing is advice, and that is what African women lack. Instead of we being plain to our kids, rather we hide things from them, and that is not good for parents to do that. We need not to, we shouldn't let, even in the house, something should be called secrecy. That will make the child not be open to you. And then you will not know what your daughter is doing.
Wow.
But if you are very much, you are not secretive, sometimes you yourself, you call them all together. This is bad dreaming. This is bad dreaming. I want you to, tell me, what should I do? Keep them, let them know what is running in your thought. So if you, the mother, is able to tell me, my mom is able to tell me what is running on in the thought, whether it's the right intentional thing that is you are going through or it's not the right thing. But between you and your husband, you shouldn't let your children come between you and your husband.
Okay.
Because before the children came in, your husband was the one that was there. You understand me? So when a child does something to the father, and then he comes to report to you, your child comes to report to your mother, help your husband to discipline the child. And even in front of the children, if you disagree with your child, don't let them know in front of them that you disagree with your husband or the wife. You understand me? Go aside, do your homework, and then come back and face them again. And you should even, the other party should even take it as a World Cup. Oh, you did this, then daddy needs to open. Then you give a sign to your husband and then, goes in or give the child. That is it. Then you talk together how to handle it. Because
personally, I feel sad the way African parents handle these dating issues at home.
It makes the kid hide it, right?
It makes us really scared that we even end up telling our friends who gives us like bad advice and these teenage pregnancies and other things come in. Which I feel like parents need a lot of education
on it. That is what I was saying.
Especially single mothers, mothers that didn't have the love from their husbands or probably broke up from marriage at early age. They turn bitter, and then instead of them focusing on the well-being of their kids or looking at the kids being in a better relationship, they try to use their past experience to pick husbands or wives for their children, which personally I feel like is very bad. So if any mother is watching us right now, mommy, let me go to Pastor Esmond. What will you tell a mother who has been in a bitter relationship before, or like a single mother, or any parents that put fear in their children when it comes to dating?
One thing about life is that we all have our different destinies. We all have our different paths. what may not have worked for you, it doesn't necessarily mean it won't work for someone.
Right.
Pray. Just as a mother, you just have to pray for your kids. Trust me, there are a lot more going on in the life of the kids that they can even tell the parents. You give an example, they will tell you they are best friends. Many kids, even in the church, are telling their best friends a lot of stuff, what they're supposed to be telling the parents, because of, you know, the fear of African parent. So yeah, to be honest, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be so like, children should be so comfortable when they're coming to their parents, like, Mom, this is what happened to me. This is what I'm going through, and I want to share with you. Give me, pray for me. Pray for me. And every mom is so jealous about their kids and they want the best for their kids. But sometimes you don't let your jealousy and your love, override what you should. You can't just lock them up. The fact that they came to you, oh, so I found this guy and I have a crush on him. Because of that, you know what? You're not going out again. You're not going to no parties. You're not going to, don't go anywhere. If I'm going to take your phone, no. If you're going to react like that, these kids will keep hiding stuff from you.
True.
Yeah, so just...
Oops. This conversation is getting interesting. Personally, I've had a lot of arguments about dating, and even when it comes to the age factor as to when we should start dating.
Wow.
Like when you tell your parents that, oh, I found this guy and I think I like him, I found this lady, how old are you? What do you know about that first question, how old are you, in the crowd will put some sort of fear in you.
I mean, it goes back to the kind of parent. Trust me, like some parents will be like, to be honest, we live in a generation. If your kid can come to you and like, Mom, I found it, begin to thank God.
That is it. You have to thank God about it. You have to be very happy that your child was very honest with you. You have to be very, very happy that, oh, at least my child was open. So that is the time that as a mother, if you are the one that the child came to tell you, you have to get that opportunity, gather everything. Oh, that's good. First of all, praise her for coming to tell you. It's a very good thing and a good step you are taking. But first of all, be very careful. And then you give her the fundamentals. This is what a man can do. This is what a man will do to you before you realize you are on the bed. So the moment a man starts doing this, coming too close, fondling your hands, trying to give you a peg, trying to kiss you on the lips and stuff, know that the man has this intention of luring you into the bed. First of all, flee, as the Bible says. So as you are giving up, as you are giving that advice, and every day, oh, how was it? You went to see Esmond. Oh, how was it? What did you do today? Your child will just come in to give you a gist. Oh, Mom, today I and Esmond, we went this, he got me this, he did me that. And if you ever have any, don't be demanding anything from him, because remember, you people are just walking in as friends. You are not yet, you understand. It's good you can buy, you can buy gifts for each other and stuff, but yes, still be careful. So you don't let your child be money conscious. You understand me? Let her know what she's in for. Be careful. Don't let all the things, the material things that you are receiving, blind you. Be vigilant. So the child will be vigilant, giving me all these gifts. Hey, my mom says the more the man is giving me these gifts and stuff, I have to watch his character, I have to watch his moves. So he can, how do you like it? Oh, put it on and let me see, turn around and let me see, those things. And, that is it. Before you realize, oh, let me give you a hug. And then there is a kid that is trying to bring the, understand me. And then you too, maybe you can, because of that happiness and thing in your head, you understand, that's how we were created.
So, it reminded me of something. And that was like back in 2016. I had a relationship talk with a youth, and she was like 15 years. She told us, and there was a lot of people, pastors and big men. The girl was like, if I don't give him the kisses, the sex and everything, how can I prove that I love him? And she was 16, and we were like, huh? So, to be honest, we really need to define these things among the youth. Trust me, this generation, I know like this generation, the way dating, courtship, everything is turning to, we really need to redefine it with Christ. Because so many people are lost.
Limits as to when you can start dating?
That is the tough one, because maturity don't really go with age. Yeah, so that is, someone can be 23, very brilliant, smart, mature, like they know that, okay, you really like me, you're saying you cannot live without me, What have you seen in me? What is your future? No, there are some young girls that can ask some specific questions that will bring out whatever the guy is trying to hide. Because I don't believe that this guy sees you, oh, this is the bone of my bone. I love you with all my heart. He might not, nah, for real. I mean, that women love to hear stuff. So maybe he's coming with maybe someone wrote it for him. And he revised took 2 weeks to revise and came to you. So you have to, don't just accept it. You have to challenge it. Really? When did you know that you were in love with me? So before me, were you in love with someone else? Some people are so mature to know. We have people who are like 30 years who are so desperate. You like me? Oh, then let's go. So yeah, I don't know if my mom wants to ask something.
Some will even tell you, I don't want to court for a long time. So if you think you are interested in me, just go get me married. Fine, it's good. You understand? Because you know your standard also, and then you know your emotions, that maybe working with a man for about 2-3 weeks or whatever it is going to bring something. And then that is what's all going to let the man know how cheap she is. But already, that was I'm saying, that if before a woman will accept a man's proposal, first of all, that means that she has already also perceived you or seen you somewhere eagering for. But you shouldn't show it. Whatever it is, no. Me in love with me. Since when? You know, as our pastor said, since when? I don't think so. I don't feel anything for you. I mean, why are you for?
Okay.
You understand?
Even when you like the person,
that is it. Try to hide it a little bit. You're not okay. Let's pray about it as Christians. The first word that I have to come with, let's pray about it.
It's very
good.
And
if you tell a guy that let's pray about it, if he's not someone who is in with a good intention, he'll run away.
He will go because he knows that, even though those in the world knows that, the men, moment you enter into prayer, you are going to derive something from your maker. And you going into prayer, that means you're going to consult people in the spirit. That your spiritual father, your mother, or something like that. And then he cannot wait. Well, he sees something and they just want to open up whatever he saw and see what he saw was really true. You understand me? So, as you said earlier, you were asking if it's good for you to go wash. You are washing. That is something that you have to do during marriage. You are cooking for me. It's during marriage. So, what else do I have to go and pay your bride price for?
And mom even sleepovers.
So, that is it. You already, definitely when you sleep, you will sleep. I will lift my left. You also lift your leg. Right? Even if you don't have the intention, turning yourself, turning. One person will ask, the way you are turning on the bed, it seems he just needs something. Why don't he be firewood? It will light up. And the moment the man gets you to in that way, you are
that's it. Once you start something, trust me, you're gonna go that route for the entire life. Don't even start it.
Don't start
Once you start, trust me, there's no turning back.
Oh, come help me wash. You sure? All right. When the right time comes, I'll help you wash.
Okay, so we have to be telling them that.
Yes, when the right time.
The men in their
place. When the right time comes, I'll help you wash. Fine, I can give you company whilst you are washing. Sit by him, let him wash.
What if he tells you are lazy?
I'm not lazy. Whilst you are sitting and the way he's washing, let him know that the way he's even doing the thing is not the right thing.
Okay.
Let him know that is, you know how to do it. Oh, so I'm very famished. All right. Do it. That is why you are supposed to leave alone. If you don't want to leave alone and you want a helpmate, go and pay and then get a helpmate. So go, finish what you are doing now. What if I was not here? Finish what you are doing now. Let's go to the kitchen. I'll help you too. I'll teach you to cook.
Moral support.
You understand?
You can give the moral support.
That is it.
That
is it. That is what your helpmates start from. You start by encouraging the man. They need that encouragement from us. You start by encouraging the man. So the more you are doing it, it's what is going to make, oh, really? The way this woman is always standing by me, he comes to see me washing. The next time he's going to wash, he feels lazy to wash. He's going to call you again. Today I have washing. Oh, really? So you want me to come stand by your side? That is provided I'm free. Even if you are free, don't let him know you are free.
You can do video call.
That is it. That is when you are. That video call will distract him because washing and I seem to having maybe you don't have a good place to put the phone or something like that. Sure. And it's going to also I have to look into your face washing and stuff. It's different from you sitting by my side. Are you getting me? Yeah. So all these things will also help you, the woman, know the kind of man that you are going in for. If he's also going to be a helper to you or stuff or going to leave everything to you.
One thing, this is a code. This is a very important key that you have to know about men. If you really want to know the reaction of a man, say no to him.
Okay.
Say no to him.
One thing I'm learning, we have to learn how to say no.
No.
Say no.
Okay, so come wash, and you're like, I'm not married to you yet. I can wash. A good guy would take that, yes, this is a very responsible and respectful woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that kind of guy. Was to be like, okay, you know what? You don't want to do it. Someone else will
come and do it just
then
to provoke
you've
you.
lost
The
your
woman.
way,
That is it.
right? But in any
Don't
way,
bother. Let him go.
Don't be desperate.
Okay.
The Bible said, be careful for nothing. In all things, let it be prayerful, supplication, let it be known to God. If you are too desperate, as long as he tells you, like, you know what, if you don't want to come, someone else is coming, fine. You're not the one for me. If you really want to know a guy, say no to him. He
So
wants
not
it,
just
say no to him.
but in a way of a test.
That is
Get
it.
to know the man.
It will bring out, because men
Bring
have
out
ego.
everything, the ego in him.
Yeah, the
all
ego
the
in
bad
him.
side,
It will show you.
everything will show up.
It
And
will
no,
show
that
you.
is when you also know that, oh, that means if you knew that he had been in a relationship before, and then before coming to you, and he had not, is even hiding it as a secret, you get to know that, oh, that it could be that this is
Yeah.
what he was
My
doing
ex
today.
used to do this
Oh
for
yeah,
me.
he's gonna bring it out. He's
That
gonna
is
let
it.
you know that, you know what, who do you think you are?
Confession
Who do you think you are? Like my ex, who do you think? She was a nurse, and that she used to wash for me. Who do you think you are? What? You know what? Whatever, man. I'm gonna look for someone else. Then you know the kind of guy you were already bringing your life into. You know, then you know, like, okay, this is not even the way. You know, that even delivers you. Some breakups are
Liberty.
deliverance.
Yeah.
That's what I keep telling people. Some breakups are
And
deliverance.
those are the things we cry about.
And
That you will cry because you.
Cry about.
My grandmother will ask you, "Who bibi akezi and now only bibi abidu." That is when you are at lost. You will cry because you will look at the things that you have given out. You've given out your body your investment, what he has also invested in you, what you have experienced. You understand from the man how you have also felt about him and stuff. Not only so if nothing of that sort have happened between the two of you,
let him go.
Let it go.
what do you lose? You don't lose anything. You have your pride.
But some people just say, even though they haven't slept with a man, I love them.
Emotional
That is
attachment.
it. Emotional
Yeah.
attachment.
Yeah,
It's normal. It's real. Emotional attachment. That is it. But if he is yours, that is it. Let the will of God be done. Maybe God is taking you out of something. Such a person that will easily disown you because you didn't come to sleep over, because you didn't wash for me, because you didn't cook for me, will be the same person that will marry you and go for another woman. So you end up marrying that particular man, and they'll also be looking somewhere else. And every day people come and tell you, I saw your husband with this woman, I saw your husband with this. Because what only he knows how that you know how to do is cooking and then washing, and then he coming home to sleep. That is all. It's your duty. So he has attached you to that.
Wow. I'm just overjoyed, guys. I told you this man and woman are full of the knowledge of God. I've learned a lot today. But guess what? Our time is fast spent. The sad parts. I'm sad myself, but don't worry, we'll bring you part 2 of this edition. And so if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, share, and leave all your questions in the comment section, because I'm bringing them back to answer it all. I promise, and I'll make them do it. Stay tuned, and I'll see you all same time next week. Bye.